Hi there, and welcome to the Fat Ugly Truth number 7. My name's Roger, and today we're going to talk about eating, fat. And look, the argument is that if you eat high in fat, that you will be fat. But there's a lot of diets out there that advocate eating no fat or little fat at all. And generally, all the people that are dieting out there, they try those low fat, no fat diets end up being fat anyway because it's not realistic that your body never is eating any fats. It has to eat fats. So you kind of have to eat, contrary to all the diet advice out there in some of those diets, and you have to actually eat high in fat to be skinny as well. So um, let me explain that a little bit further. The truth is, though, that there's too much bad fat in everyday eating. So a lot of saturated fats and trans fats is what we call them. Once again, without getting too much in the science, you will learn eventually about trans fats if you complete some of the programs or train with us. However, if you ever see saturated fats, high in saturated fats or trans fats, then I'll definitely try and steer clear of them as much as you can because they're no good. And generally you'll find them in processed foods, bars, chocolates, things from takeaway stores, all that sort of stuff that's processed and no good for you. And you probably, most people know what's no good for you. That's the thing when it comes to saturated fats and trans fats. So the next part about it is that diets promote short-term results and long-term fat retention. Reason being is because most diets advocate some sort of reduction or taking out of a food group such as carbs, protein, or fats. Look, if you're wanting long-term results, you can't take any of those out. They've always, unless you're doing some sort of sport-specific bodybuilding or something along those lines, there's a short-term gain there to get, a short-term result. That's fair enough. But if you're looking at this as a lifestyle change, something that's going to happen, and you've got something you're going to use for the rest of your life, then it's pointless trying to cut too much of the food groups out. You need to have a protein, carbohydrates, and fat in every single meal. Because once again, the first three letters in diet is die, and that's generally what you're doing on a diet. Sort of speaking, so to speak. Um, overweight people will tend to eat the same, if not more or less calories, and higher in bad fats. Okay, so you've generally got two cases overweight people where they're eating way too much food that they're not even consuming that much in terms of energy output, and generally high in bad fats. Well, the opposite to that is that you've got an overweight, you're an overweight, or you've got an overweight. You're trying to do all this reduction of food and dieting and all that sort of stuff where you're drastically reducing your calories and your body's just shut down its metabolism, and hence you are unable to lose any more weight. You'll lose it a little bit at the start, but eventually your body will plateau. Your metabolism will be very low, and hence you won't be burning many calories. It doesn't matter what they are, fats, carbs, or proteins. So, your body needs fat too. Understand this, that your body needs to be able to metabolize fat. And if you're not eating fat in your meals, then your body gets used to not being able to metabolize it. And the moment you crave it or eat it, it won't be able to process it, and hence, it'll just excrete it, or it won't be used as a vital nutrient that your body needs. Alright, so, ultimately, healthy fats. You're looking at trying to get in between 5 to 10 grams of good fats per meal. Alright, now, when it comes to meats, you're looking at lean cuts of meat, anywhere under 10 grams of fat per 100 grams of meat, let's say. And that excludes, a high fat fish such as salmon, tuna, all that sort of stuff. They'll have more than 10 grams of fat per 100 grams of serving, but they're actually really healthy fats, generally very high in omega-3, and which the Western world is very deficient in. We generally get a lot of omega-6s in, but we're very deficient in omega-3, and it's a case of trying to tip that balance over in using essential fatty acid of omega-3s in our diets as well, which we can either source through food such as flaxseed oil. Otherwise, we'd have to do supplementation in finding a good omega-3 supplement. And once again, monosaturated and polysaturated fats such as oils and avocado are great sources of fat to have, in every meal as well, and just splitting it up between meals, so you're making sure you're getting a little bit of healthy fat in every meal. Alright, bad fats, saturated fats, and trans fats, like I explained previously. I'm sure most of you know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to explain all the science behind it just in this video here, because it's just the understanding that the fat ugly truth is that you do need to have fat in your diet. So forget about all those diets that say no fat. Okay, it's really important that you do have fat for long-term health. Alright, that's it for now. Ciao for now.